What is up, internet? How are your faces? Cool. So, just a brief recap, I guess, before we get into the day. It is actually about a week later. The last time you saw me was like Sunday night or whatever, after I'd gotten back from my free day in Austin, essentially. And yeah, it is now Friday morning. It has been quite the week. I think I mentioned this in a previous vlog, but in case I didn't, I was recently employed by Travis High School in Richmond to basically help out with their percussion program. As their assistant, percussion director or whatever. So essentially doing exactly what I was doing in Warren Ridge, but I'm doing it down here in Richmond instead. And this week has been band camp, and literally it has been so busy or whatever. I'm sorry, I'll try to get better light. It has been so insane, so busy. We're talking 7 to 5 every day or whatever, that I've literally just gone home and passed out every single night or whatever. You can probably hear they're still drumming in there. Today I've been working with the pit primarily. That's my primary job, but today I'm coming in to help out the battery learn cadences. It's an extra day. It's literally just the battery. It's only for a couple hours. We're teaching them all the cadences to get them ready for all the performances that are going to be coming up very, very, very soon or whatever, in football games and extra gigs and stuff or whatever. So I'll talk more about the actual job, but I'm actually running a little bit late because stuff I have to deal with this morning. So I get in there, and the next thing you see is probably going to be some drums playing, because I'm planning on just diving in. So you know how the last video I took, I said that it was, a Friday at the end of the week, and the next thing you're going to see was drumming stuff or whatever. LOL psych. It is now the next Friday after that Friday or whatever. So that Friday happened. Just did a whole bunch of cadence stuff with them or whatever. Then literally nothing happened last weekend because, I was just so exhausted from drum camp or whatever. Literally didn't do anything or whatever, but it's fine. It's cool. This past week has been full band camp, and I've got a chance to actually meet more of the staff here, meet a little bit more of the kids, get a vibe of how it works, and I dig it. I really, really, really like it. I like what's happening here. I did kind of light into the kids a little bit today because we have been putting off working on part 2 or whatever, and we tried to do it today, and the kids just didn't know what they were doing. I'm hopefully that's the one time I'll need to have a moment like that, because I like these kids. They're smart and intelligent when they're applying themselves. They're funny. They have a really good energy to them. They have a really good vibe or whatever. We just got to make sure they're doing their ish outside of stuff or whatever. So cool. So I got some dinner or whatever. Got some mod, which is basically Blaze. It's not even a poor man's Blaze either. It's it's a carbon copy of Blaze or whatever. And yeah, so we're just gonna go in the office and eat that, and then we have one more block, because it is Friday. We have one more block. I believe the pitch is gonna be on its own again or whatever. We're not gonna do anything together with anyone or whatever, but it'll be cool. It'll be fun, because at the end there'll be a surprise, and we get to see that on here. Although if you were watching my vlogs this time last year or whatever, I think you know what's coming, because apparently every Texas band does this. So yeah, cool. Let's get in there. I'm really hungry. Let's get that, and then you'll see some beats, and then you'll see some fun things, and then we'll chat for a bit. And 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm sorry. So the cool thing that was going to happen or whatever was, the water balloon fight and getting the fire truck to spread it on all the kids or whatever. But I decided, I don't know, I was really tired after rehearsal, so I didn't feel like going outside to actually watch it happen. So I didn't end up getting the footage. Oops, my bad. Then I went home and passed out, and so it is now the next morning. And here's the thing, I did want today, the Saturday, to be a separate thing, because I'm doing a lot today, as you'll see in a second. But I couldn't, yeah. There's almost no footage from the past couple of days, so whatever, it's just gonna be folded into this one, which will be fine, because today's going to be a very fun day. And I'll explain that in a second once I get in there and like clean myself up a little bit and make myself not look like I've been in band camp for the past 84 years. So give me a second. All right, so just maybe made myself look presentable. Washed off literally like 2 days worth of like grind from band camp. Reason that like I got myself looking all nice. The reason I made sure that my feet were like somewhat presentable, and like the reason I'm wearing a bathing suit, you can't really tell, but like I'm wearing a bathing suit, like I have like gear or whatever. The Travis Drumline is performing at Typhoon, Texas today. Yeah, I don't know if we like got invited or if like we like applied to be like a performer like at the gates, like to welcome people like in or whatever. But yeah, we are gonna be performing like at the water park or whatever, and I volunteer as just kind of like a chaperone to just kind of like hang out with the kids or whatever, because A, get it for free. I haven't had a chance to go like at all, even though like the park that we're at is literally like 10 minutes from my apartment. It's a 10-minute drive, like it's right at the Katy Mills Mall or whatever. So yeah, I've been craving a water park. Like I posted on my socials that like I wanted to go or whatever. So yeah, this is a good opportunity to like just get out there and have a chance to go or whatever. So after that's done, I will have a call with a guy about a band camp that like I'm trying to like kind of get in the door like and teach at or whatever. Can't remember if I've mentioned that before. But yeah, we've talked before. We really like dig each other's vibe, and the way the schedules for both band camp works out, I can do both Travis and this school. And then after that, I'm heading down to Pearland? I can't remember where my friends live to hang out with a really good friend of mine who is, you know, just, let's just say he's living his best life at the moment, and wants to go just like hang out, see a movie, maybe like drum together a little bit or whatever, and just have fun, because we haven't had a chance to do that literally all freaking summers. Because like every time he's not busy, I'm at Genesis, and anytime I was home, he was busy and like traveling or whatever. We'll just check in at various points throughout the day, and yeah, just have a good time. It's like my first day off like in a little bit, so let's make the most of it. So I'm here, so you can probably hear in the background I'm a little too late. It's fine, it's whatever. They'll finish up their thing and then they'll let me into the park or whatever. Like that's why they're not answering their phones, I'm sure. Oops. Later. We actually went on a couple of rides. Me and one of the other techs went down the lazy river for a little bit, then went on a Twister, yeah, that's it. We had some lunch. The kids were just kind of chilling out here, just getting ready for the second performance of the day or whatever. Not sure exactly what the second performance will be. I don't know if they're like going up on this like stage area or if we're agreeing with the park again. No idea. We'll see what happens. Might head out soon after that, because you know I do have other things to do today. But yeah, this will have been fun. This will have been a good first trip. Will have been free. So yay. Yeah. Should get started up here again soon. Let's have fun.
Look like they ready. Okay.
All right, okay. All right.
So clean in my boots. Show them things off, tuck them jeans in your boots. Keep them things shine all the time, kind of boots.
There you go.
Fine all the time with the boots. Hey, it don't matter where I go.
lot of people here, Cameron. So, if you're having a great time right now, Typhoon Texas, make some noise.
So after I checked in, the video they sent was actually taken by our symbol tech Cheyenne or whatever. Yeah, we ended up getting like into the line for like line dancing, like sort of like things or whatever. So we did like the cha-cha slide, the Cupid shuffle. There was one more we did. I can't remember what it is or whatever. Yeah, but we we just had a lot of fun. We weren't expecting it, and while that was happening, there was a Mormon parent like there, like in the pool or whatever, just watching. So it was a fun little, just like, hey, what's up? This is my new job or whatever. So that was cool. That was fun. And then the clip you saw after that, we were taking a quick pic. We got the idea like during, you know, everything or whatever to yeah, just have like our director Jacob just be like in the pool, just like face down or whatever, and like have a joke just like, Typhoon Texas proved too much for Mr. like whatever. Now accepting applications for a new director. So yeah, so that was the process of taking that was what happened there. And then I went home, like got kind of like cleaned up, showered off like chlorine and stuff or whatever. So I am now on my way to Pearland to hang out with my friend, like I said I would. It's a little bit later than we expected, but yeah, so we're just gonna meet up. We're going to try to see if we can find Midsommar, because he's already seen it, but he really wants to see it again, and I haven't seen it yet, and I really, really want to see it. So we're gonna try to see if that's still playing anywhere in theaters. It's a little later than we expected, so I packed a bag just in case, like, might end up staying like the night or whatever. But yeah, so hopefully that works out, because I love scary movies, and you know, he's obviously like a big fan if he's willing to go see it again or whatever. And then yeah, we might pad out a little bit, like go through like some grid book stuff. We might get drunk. I don't know. We will just see what happens. This is very much like there's no rules. Just do whatever like you think of or whatever. But yeah, so that should be fun. That should be cool. I'm gonna hop out of this so I can focus on getting down there or whatever. And then yeah, we gonna have some good times, and I promise this time I'm gonna actually show a fair amount of them. So let's have some fun. So I ended up not getting much footage because we kind of just like hung out and talked in his apartment, and then went to go see the movie or whatever. And so yeah, ended up not pulling this out because we were just having such good conversation about everything. So sorry about that. Eventually get to actually like meet someone on this vlog or whatever. But yeah, so that movie was I don't know how to describe that movie. Don't get me wrong, it was good. I really, really, really liked it, but that's a thinker, isn't it? Like, I had to like just sit in my seat for a little bit at the end to be like, I'm not entirely sure what I just watched. So even though I didn't end up getting like a lot of footage, I'm still gonna end it here because I just kind of want to just like keep separating out time or whatever, especially because as you'll see next week, well, yeah, things are gonna get to a point over the next couple of weeks that this isn't gonna come out much at all. And it's not through any like trying to take a break or it's just because I'm gonna be so damn busy. But yeah, we'll see what we can do. We'll see what we can keep trying to keep these going, keep these posted so you can see what's going on or whatever. Because I want to, now that we've caught up, I want to make sure you guys stay in the loop on as much as possible. I will say there, I guess, thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me on this really, really, really fun day between Typhoon Texas and Midsommar. It was a busy day. A lot happened, but it was all stuff that I loved in places that I loved with people that I loved. So, sick. All right, cool. Until next time, okay, see ya.